Hey guys, today we are going to talk about how to do pond stamping or stamping sandwiches. And what you need is a sheer polish. So this is one of the Zoya Jelly Brights and it is sheer. So like this is one coat of it. So you can see that it's the kind of jelly that you can build up. And essentially what you do is you just stamp in between the layers to get sort of a dimensional effect. So let's take a look. The first thing I'm going to do is polish my nails and I will be right back. Okay, so I have my first coat of polish on, so now I am going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to be using Born Pretty Plate L103, and I'm going to be using this set of images here. The kind of basic traditional way to do this is with a white polish. I'm going to be using Kaleidoscope White. The white polish takes on the color of the polish that you're putting over it. You can do it with other polishes too, other colors, but this is the main way that people do it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I want my lighter one to be kind of more on the inside than the outside. So I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to put a darker one farther out on my next coat so that visually your eye kind of pulls out to the sides of the nails. Alright, let me stamp the rest and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have them all stamped and I've staggered the images a little bit, you know, for visual interest, that kind of thing. Alright, so I have ruined more of these manicures than I can state by putting a second coat over this and finding out that it smears the heck out of my stamping. So what I have learned to do, and I think it adds more dimension anyway to the stamping sandwich, is to go in and put a layer of top coat before I do my second coat of polish. So I'm going to do that to all of them. I'm going to let it dry and then I'm going to put on my second coat and I will be right back. Okay, so I have that second coat on and you can see that those links, the color has changed a little bit and they're a little bit down below, so we're going to put on our second layer of links here. Alright, so I'm going to put this one over here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same to the other ones, add a second one, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did that second layer of stamping, and so now I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to top coat to make sure that I don't smudge that stamping, and then I'm going to put on my final layer of my polish, and I will be back. Okay, so you can see now that some of them kind of recede in further, and some of them stand out more. So now we are going to put a final layer of stamping on it. And to get a more chain-like look, I'm going to use Moira Silver for this last layer of stamping. Traditionally, you would use the white still, but I think it's going to look cute with a little bit of silver, so we are going to dash it up with that. Alright, so I'm going to come right in here, right in between these other two. I think I like it there. There we go. So there we go. There's the look. So you can see the different dimensional layers there. Alright, I am going to stamp the rest. Okay, so there's my final layer all done up, and now I'm going to top coat and clean up. Alright, so there it is, cleaned up and top coated. And I will insert a still photo here. So what makes this a beginner's technique, in my opinion, is that you really aren't doing anything fancy with the actual stamping. The fancy part comes in the layering of the stamping. So I think this is a great technique to try when you are first starting out and you want something that looks a little fancier, but you're still really figuring out, you know, what you're doing with this whole stamping thing. So I will link everything on down below, and as always, thank you for watching.